What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your host, that guy, the one and only Nerdy G, and I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I thought y'all thought that That's Random Podcast was down and out. Y'all thought we wasn't coming back this year, 2024. No, I told you guys, I took a break. I had to regroup. I had to go learn. I had to look at what I did over the past 2 years. And I said, you know what? It's time to go back to the drawing board because insanity is doing something over and over and getting the same results, right? And expecting something different. So, of course, me, over here in the minds at Nerdy's Umbrella, I had to go make some changes. And listen, we did make some changes. Let me tell you how much we made some changes. Your guy, the one and only Nerdy, right? This guy, I am now in a whole new studio. Check out the setup. The whole deal is totally different, right? We came from over there from Big Five Studios, right, where it was the white and blue and black background. Now, we upgraded a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We did it. We did our thing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So we here. It is what it is, and more things coming from the channel, more content coming from the channel. So just be on the lookout for that too. Of course. So let me go ahead and do all my good old lovely plugs that I love to do. So there's that. The book, if you don't know and if you haven't heard, there is a book by the name of This May Not Be For You, written by yours only, one and only, truly Nerdy G himself. That'll be me, guys. There is a sequel that is coming to that, and that is called You May Not Be Fit for This. So be on the lookout for that. Tune in and be sure that you get to, support your guy. There's more ways to support us. Like, okay, if that doesn't work for you, there's also the Nerdy merch, right? We had to switch up providers because some of the material that we was getting and some of the things, it wasn't what we wanted. It wasn't up to our standard. But for you guys who like those slim fit hoodies, we got some banging popular ones, right? With some nice designs. I'll put those up on the screen so that you can see those right there to your left, to your right. Understand, you see that right above my head that says, That's Random Podcast. That's where you're at. That's where we are. This is Nerdy's Umbrella. Once again, I am your guy, Nerdy G. Be sure to follow us on all platforms, Nerdy's Umbrella. Also, too, the Patreon page is coming up with exclusive content, not only from me, myself, because, hey, That's Random Podcast is good, right? It's good. I love it. It's my baby or whatnot. But also, too, what I really want to tell you guys is there is other information. Like there's an uncut version of Nerdy, and that uncut version of Nerdy is going to live on Patreon. I'm going to give it to you the best way I can here in a nice, lovely, respectable way for the most part. But uncensored, lovely, Nerdy is totally different behind the scenes or whatnot. So we'll work that out. We'll work that part out, and you can go to Patreon and check that one out. And I just say what it is on my mind. I give it to you. It's That's Random in a different, on a different level. The reason why I don't give it up to you here because, of course, listen, when you do something and you do it good, you want to get some money for that. You want to get paid for that. Why do a job for free when you know you're great at it? You understand what I'm saying? Also, too, listen, this podcast thing is not just a hobby for me. It's something that I believe in, that I'm very passionate about. So guess what? I'm coming for the number one spot. So I'm going to work harder, 10 times harder, work smarter. I'm going to do things differently, and I'm going to make sure that I put myself in the best position to be that one day the greatest podcaster, or one talked about up there as one of the best podcasters out there, period. Hands down. New year, new things. I'm not that person where it's like, yeah, new year, new me. No, same old Nerdy. Same old Nerdy. I get wiser. I get smarter. You know what I'm saying? Personality don't change. I am who I am. I give it to you the way I know how to censor myself, but also, too, I know I need some sponsors. I ain't above ads. I ain't a shot at nobody, but I ain't above ads. Got to do this thing, you know what I'm saying? Once I get there, we'll make some changes. But until then, hey, if you're looking for a spot, come right here. I got it. Plug your ad wherever you need it to be. But also, too, don't forget, it's all about Nerdy's Umbrella. Listen, we building something big and better over here. Enough of all of that good old stuff, right? But listen, y'all know what y'all here for. It's the beginning of the year. Listen, like I say, new studio, new everything. But I'm going to get right into it. most of y'all know if y'all listened to the podcast, welcome. First time listeners, last time listeners, all the above, welcome. But if you made it to this point, listen, if you've been an avid listener, you know for a fact 1000% that I am a Cowboys fan. And the fact that I'm a Cowboys fan, you guys know that right now I'm mourning. I'm hurting. I don't know what to do. I look at anytime I see a Cowboy star, I just want to cuss. I want to say you mother. I heard Dakota Rain Prescott, and he on some simp shit. Just put me on the bench. Shut up, shut up. You about to make $60 million next year. Shut up. I don't hear nothing from you. What I want to hear is he's packing his bags, going to Arizona. That's all I care about. That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear from Dakota Prescott, Rain Prescott, whatever his damn name is. Mike McCarthy. Hey, cool. You can string together some winning seasons. Cool. Listen, you shit the bed. You can't go undefeated at home and then shit the bed in the playoffs to the youngest team in the NFL. You got these rookies feeling themselves. You allowed that. Then the fact that was your old team, it ain't no better. It ain't no better. You know what I'm saying? You got one Super Bowl. Your quarterbacks that you've had in your tenure have been Brent Favre, Aaron Rodgers, and now Dakota Rain Prescott. Look here, buddy. Let me tell you something. Stat-wise, there were some awesome quarterbacks. Two of them Hall of Famers. Dak, unless he wins him a Super Bowl, he won't be a Hall of Famer. Do I think he's going to win him a Super Bowl in the NFL? Yes, but only with the Dallas Cowboys. If he goes somewhere else, he will not win a Super Bowl championship as a starting quarterback. Nerdy G said that right here. Mark my words. I ain't telling no lies. But I'm going to tag his ass too. I'm going to tag him. And I know I'm on Mike McCarthy, but I'm also going to get on the defense. This defense who pride themselves at being the best and being this and that, and we them boys. Yeah. You them boys, right? But you couldn't stop the run. And then Mr. Quinn, you tell me why, once again, would you change up the game plan? Have we not learned anything from the Raiders in the Super Bowl? Why would you change the game plan? Period. It doesn't make any sense to change the game plan. Listen, Jerry Rice, Tim Brown, they all like, yo, they changed the game plan. What am I supposed to do? I'm a player. I follow suit. You change the game plan, I do what I'm supposed to do. Who the hell thought zone was the best thing to do? Dan Quinn, apparently. And, yeah. Listen, what did everybody say? 48-16? 48-16. We don't care what the end score is. 48-16 at home. Playoff game. Yeah, nah. Defense, you got some explaining to do. Defense, you gave up 48 points. Not the offense. Not Mike McCarthy. Not Dak. You gave up 48 points. Dak, yeah. In the end, the offense put up 32, but I mean, of course, they wasn't playing in garbage time. 6 minutes. We know we got this in the bag. Yeah, go score whatever you need to score. Shout out to Prize Picks because I won because I knew that Dak was going to pick up some touchdowns in trash time, or he was just going to stat pad because that's what he does. When he's ahead, he's good for 3 touchdowns. Don't believe me? Go check the tape. It's there. It happens. It's real. But Jerry, I gotta address you too, Jerry. The reason why I have to address you, Jerry, is because you are in your own way. I heard the comments. You put it out there, oh man, I sure would love to get one more. I don't know how much time I got left. Well, if you want that one more, if you want to get back to Super Bowl status, if you want America's team, because regardless win or lose, Dallas Cowboys are always going to be America's team. I don't see it no other way. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me talk to you directly, Jerry, because if it's fame and fortune and all of that stuff that you want, listen, you got it. You want all of the accolades. You want all of the praise. You want to say it. Listen, the Cowboy Stadium is called the AT&T Stadium. Nobody calls it that. Everybody says Jerry's World. Everybody calls it Jerry's World. Okay? When we're talking about the Cowboys, you can't mention the Cowboys without mentioning Jerry Jones. Hands down. Jerry, hear me out clearly. If you want to be the most talked about owner All you got to do is take a step back. You take a step back, the Cowboys win a Super Bowl, and the storyline is going to be Jerry Jones gets another one. After X amount of years, you know how many storylines there's going to be about you, Jerry? Jerry did something different. Jerry took a step back and his Cowboys won a Super Bowl. The team that is in place, yeah, they're talented. And guess what? That's all we've heard throughout the years. Not them Quincy Carter years, because we know what that was. We'll move past that. I'm not even going to address that. But the Cowboys have always been a talented team. In my opinion, either the defense was really good and the offense needed help badly, or the offense, for the most part, if you ask me, the past 8 years, the offense has been clicking, and now the defense has caught up with the offense, except in the last game against the youngest team in the NFL, where they just looked like they was twiddling their thumbs and they didn't know what the hell was going on. But once again, when you change the game plan and you go from man to man to zone, this is what happens. It is what it is. Addressing that, but moving forward. But Jerry, back to you, buddy. When you sit back, all the praise comes to you. And Jerry, it'll be well-deserved. It'll be well-deserved. The man who took a step back in order to get his team over the hump, the sacrifice, you still get the praise, sir. You still get the praise. I don't understand. Jerry. You will still get the praise. I'm telling you, I know this. I'm speaking because it's fact. Ask any Cowboy fan. We will be so appreciative if the Cowboys were just to get a Super Bowl. If we made it back to the NFC Championship, we will be so grateful. Take a step back. Let these folks do what they do. You are paying them well. Dakota is about to make $60 million next year, or this year, 2024. I don't know how they pay. I don't know if they get bi-weekly paychecks or what. But however, he's finna get a ton of money. The fact that he's about to get a ton of money. Go back to why we fell in love with Dak to begin with. Dak right now is either overthrowing. So right now, you understand? Dak, either you're overthrowing your targets or you're underthrowing your targets. And 90% of your targets are going directly to CD Lamb. I want you to understand, Dak, and I'm talking to you, Dak. I want you to understand that there are other people on your team that you can throw the ball to. Brian Cook, Michael Gallup, the tight end, the other tight end that was just open the whole game. And on the whole Green Bay game, he was just open. Hello, he's tall. You never looked his way. Y'all want to talk about that offensive line? Tyron Smith, yeah, we got some Hall of Famers on there. But listen, they're getting old. They can't keep on blocking for you. Dak, when you first came into the league, you were a manager of the game, and that's how you were successful. Jimmy Garoppolo is a manager of the game. He is successful. Okay? Dak, you can run. I understand. We all saw your leg and your ankle or whatever it was pop out of socket or whatever it did, and it looked real nasty. Your foot was a hood type of deal. But we understand that. Because we understand that, we know that you're a little scared, okay? Put a goddamn cougar in the car, okay? And get your fight back. If you ain't seen it, go put a goddamn cougar in the car, okay? Get the fight back in you, sir. You can do it. We know that you can do it. Get the fight back in you, and let's keep it going. Okay, Dak? That's it. Go get it. Run a little bit. Slide. You are smarter. You are wiser. Listen, same you. Smarter. Wiser, though. That's all it is. It's the same personality, but you're smarter now. Now that you're smarter, put that brain to work. Put that brain to work, sir. And once you put that brain to work, it's going to all work out. And if you don't believe me, Try. Just try. Try. 5-7 yards. That's all it takes. 5 to 7 yards. You do the 5-7 yards. Once you do your 5-7 yards, you're good to go. Hands down. 5 to 7 yards. Boom. It's easy to do that. Right? 2nd and 3, better than 2nd and 5. Or 2nd and 10. All right? Listen, when we talk about the big three, it wasn't only the big three that won. It wasn't only just Troy, Irvin, and Emmett. No, it was, don't forget Jay Novacek. Don't forget Moose Johnston. Don't forget Alvin Harper. Don't forget the other people that Troy threw it to. Listen, you got Moose Johnston, who was a blocking beast. You got also, he can catch the ball 3 or 5 yards. He can catch the ball for 3 yards and then plow 2 defenders for another 2 or 3 yards. So now if you do that on a first down, right, you're looking at what, a second and 6, second and 5, 2nd and 4, or something like that. It's easier than to go with a 2nd and 10. And then by the time you get to the 3rd down, you 3rd and 1. We saw what the Eagles did: brotherly push, brotherly shove, whatever the heck you want to call it, scoot and boot, hoot and toot. We can do that. You nickel and dime them, because that's what you do, Dak. Most of your passes, they come on slants. Going straight up and down that sideline, that ain't your thing. That ain't your thing. It's cool. You ain't really, your speed runners really, they speed runners, but yet either you underthrow them or you overthrow them. How do you overthrow a speed runner? That speed runner should be able to go get that thing. But the fact is, you ain't worked on that timing. Whatever you need to do, go work on it. It's going to be cool. Go back to being a manager of the game. And I understand the plays are called from the coach. Coach can call whatever play. If they call a throw-in play, listen, you still are in control of who the ball goes to. Stop trying to force feed CeeDee Lamb. Dak, when it's all said and done, your stats are going to be amazing. Nobody's going to go back unless they're petty, and they're going to say, hey, Dak got all of these stats in his stats, 500 game here, 300-point game here, 5 touchdowns here. Yeah, but how many of them games was garbage time stats? How many times do you want to be known as the quarterback as that? What you got to do is you got to go win a Super Bowl. You go win a Super Bowl, people won't think 2 craps, nothing shits about that whatsoever. You don't ever win a Super Bowl, your stats are going to be great, but what people are going to say, oh, he stat padded half of that. He stat padded half of that. This was garbage time. Them garbage time numbers, that don't count. That don't matter. They're going to put an asterisk on you. Unless you go win a Super Bowl, you set yourself up for failure. To be talked about like, oh, yeah, no. He ain't that. He ain't the one. He ain't really that. Yeah, the change of you lowering the amount of interceptions that you've thrown, you being the leading passer, yeah, all that don't matter. All that don't matter because you didn't go win one. But then, too, when you go back and you break down each one of those games, like, no. We don't do that now. I don't know, like I say, but, there's some people who really strongly dislike you. I don't dislike you. I want to help you. I want you to help America's team win because America's team is my team. So I want that to be that. Mike McCarthy, I want you to really leave. I really want you to leave. I'm just going to be honest with you. I really want you to leave. I want you to get out of here. I hope the 49ers put a smacking on your ass and, send you back packing. I don't know. You can go anywhere. I mean, I know you out the playoffs. I know I said I want the 49ers to beat the Packers because they beat us, of course. And then I just want them to get the hell out of here. That's that. That's simple. That's easy, whatever the case may be. But, Mike McCarthy, you had Brent Favre. You've had Aaron Rodgers. I just want you to go. There are so many more better coaches out there than you. I just want you to go. Preservation, yeah. America's team has started us off in a really unfamiliar area. Well, it's a familiar area. If you're a Cowboys fan, I'm pretty sure you know that the stats when you come and look at the hospitals here, high blood pressure, heart attacks, heart palpitations, all that is up whenever the Cowboys play, and yeah, it's worse. I don't know. We're probably, I know the nurses and the doctors probably hate it when the Cowboys play, and especially when they check and they say, "Are they losing? Are they losing?" If they losing, they already know it's going to be a long night, and We ain't trying to be there. I ain't trying to be there. As a Cowboy fan, I mean, we was happy what the Rangers did. They came, they brought home the World Series. The Mavericks is over there trying to make some things work. Kyrie Irving is out for the season. Luka is over there doing his thing. But you know, this football team here in Dallas, DFW, the Metroplex, where we love and where we sing. You know what I'm saying? How about them boys? And all around America is how about them boys? Yeah, y'all. We got what probably the most haters in any professional sport that there is, and yo, we got to do better. We got to stop banging our head against the wall. Y'all know me. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. Y'all know that. I'm not. That's not my stilo. That's not what I do. So you know what time it is. Like I told you, I'm getting better at this thing. I'm going to come for the number one pie spot. But I'm gonna play a little some music, and once I do that, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna close out this podcast because that's what it is. Um, hold tight, YouTube. Y'all already know y'all not getting this. So yeah, here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and yeah, that was what would Pluto do? Listen, we ain't gotta tell you. We already know what he do. We already know what Pluto would do. Listen, what the Cowboys need to do, they know. Ain't nobody got to tell them. They already know what they need to do. Jerry know what he needs to do. They gonna work it. They gonna work it out. I promise you. Listen, y'all know this is the place. Oh, that's Random Podcast. It's right above my head. Check it out. Y'all see it. Oh, that's Random Podcast. This is the podcast where we explore the extraordinary in ordinary, and this is a safe space. This is a place where you can come and you can talk. You can get whatever you need to get off your chest and just have that conversation. Not here to demonize or beat you up about your opinions or how the way you think or whatever it is. Everything is welcome. All thought processes are welcome. But like it's just a conversation. Don't take it too serious. Have it. Get back to enjoying your life. Spend time with your friends. Talk to your friends about it, your loved ones, or whatever the case may be, and just do that. Remember everything that you can get to support us and keep us pushing forward. Like I say, this is Nerdy's Umbrella. The merch, things have been updated. Things have been changed, okay? But be sure to go get that book. This may not be for you. Be on the lookout for the sequel. You may not be fit for this. Go pick up some of that Nerdy's merch. Everything is Nerdy's Umbrella on all social media platforms. And be on the lookout for our Patreon, where it's going to come exclusive content, not only for Oh That's Random Podcast, where it will be the uncut version of Oh That's Random Podcast with your host, the one and only, that guy, Nerdy G. Be sure to go to that YouTube channel, Nerdy's Umbrella. Like, subscribe. Promise you, content over there that you're going to love. Also, too, I believe there's some other things that I think you guys will enjoy. You'll see different versions of different versions of my personality and very much more, not only from me, but from the Nerdy's Umbrella family. Until next time, I am your host, that guy, Nerdy G, and this is Oh That's Random Podcast.